Hello, how are you? I am doing this recording now, this vlog through Zoom, and I have a new sound system. We just finished July's quantum healing webinar, astrology preparation, the end times, and it was very revealing and very profound. And I want to thank my client who was on it. Thank you so much for being on the webinar. There's all kinds of changes that are happening, and Uranus, the planet of change and discovery and weirdness and invention, just entered Gemini on July 7th, and today is July 13th. There has been incredible shifts. First thing I want to share is the light language sigils and glyphs that I channeled for this month's webinar. I always share this after we do the group breathing and the intention for the webinar. So my gratitude in order to open up my channels for this is for great change, because Uranus brings in great change, and in Gemini, it definitely has. Here is the sigil for the webinar. You notice we start in one pattern on the top, and it moves into a completely different pattern towards the bottom. All of the changes that come in I will read the light language tones. O no ka sa rai no. The timelines fold, flow with life, learn new information, create gnosis. Infinite blessings. It's a powerful time. How are you feeling in this time? What I want to share with you is particularly Uranus going into Gemini on July 7th. It has created a bifurcation, a split of timelines. Now, we have talked for years about those of us that will be walking between two Earths, split timelines. The third density and the fifth density. And the ability to exist in the fourth density, which is very broad. It's very wide, it's a very broad bandwidth, the fourth density. There's a lot of different realms in the fourth density. And what many of us are intending to do is to ascend with our physical bodies from the third density into the lower realms of the fourth density. According to the higher guides, particularly the ninth dimensional Pleiadian collective, we as humans have never done this before. This is a first time to do this, of bringing your actual vehicle into the next density. It's challenging. I'm definitely feeling it. Are you feeling it? I am. So for those of us that are timeline walkers and grid weavers, we are now bifurcated, or you could call it bilocating, between third density, where you are noticing the third density, you're noticing humans, you're noticing the chaos, the wars, the difficulty. It seems pointless, seems ridiculous. And you're also coming into this deep expansion in your heart. You're coming into this space now where you get it. You understand why you're here. Doesn't necessarily make why you're here easier, but now you have a deeper level of awareness on why you're here. And that brings in a deeper level of peace within. It does for me. So seeing the third density from the space of the fourth density, observation, non-judgment, also non-duality, a realization that you are both feminine polarity and masculine polarity, and that you're able to converge the two and coming into within a more non-binary expression of yourself. That doesn't necessarily mean who you are attracted to in your life, whether you're attracted to females or males. It just means we're coming into more of a non-binary consciousness. And then fifth density of healing. We heal in the fifth density. We experience our shadow self, our mirroring in the third density. We have a realization of this in the fourth density, and we heal ourselves in the fifth density. That's what's happening. Uranus in Gemini for the next 7 years is going to bring about great change. And Gemini is all about fun and playfulness and youth. And let's change it because it's interesting. Let's see what that's like when we change that. Oh, let's play around with that and let's see what that's like. Let's change the way that we behave towards this. You know what? I've never been down that road. Let's just go down that road. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh, look, something new that I've never experienced before is there. That's what Uranus and Gemini is bringing in for us. So if you are an Aries or have Aries rising, this is going to be a really stimulating time for you. This is going to be a time when you're going to feel like you are super supported and holding your vision and taking action. If you are Taurus rising or Taurus sun, this is going to be a challenge for you because it's in conflict. They're semi-square, and this is difficult for you. This is going to be a time when you're going to need to realize that everything that you know is going to change, and you're going to need to give yourself time to process that and work within yourself on letting go and going with the flow. If you are sun or rising in Gemini, it's going to be challenging because of the conjunction, such a close mirror and showing you things about yourself, but it's also going to be exciting because there's going to be great movement. If you are sun or rising in Cancer, again, this is going to be challenging for you because they're two signs that are right next to each other. It's a semi-square, and so it's going to be a bit difficult for you because you want to be comfortable and familiar with your home. You're going to need to realize that your home is on your back. Your home is your body. You take your home with you. And it's about more time within and being in the water more for Cancers, and then learning that it's okay to go with the flow and that life is change anyway. If you are sun and or rising in Leo, this is going to be a time that's going to be a lot of fun for you. It's also going to push you to get yourself out there more. It's going to be a time for you to be more playful. If you are sun or rising in Virgo, it's square to you. Gemini is, so it's going to be a bit challenging for you. You're going to have to be more grounded, but then you're going to have to be more open and flowing. Get into your mutability because you're a mutable quality sign. And so you're going to have to let go of some of the little details sometimes and just go with the flow. If you are sun or rising in Libra, it's going to be a great time for you because Gemini is trine to Libra. They're both air. It's a flow. So this is a time for you to really assess your relationships, but also realize that relationships are going to change. This is going to be stimulating for you to meet more people and learn new things and deepen relationships and let go of old relationships that are not serving you. If you are sun or rising in Scorpio, this is going to be a really challenging time for you because Gemini and Scorpio are not compatible. And So this is going to be a time for you, Scorpio, to go within and to allow the death and the rebirth process to happen. It'll happen quicker. To really go through your death and your rebirth process and honor yourself and your body in that process. If you are sun or rising in Sagittarius, this is exciting but also challenging because Gemini is opposite to Sagittarius. So this is going to be a time for you to go with the flow and take that opportunity for long distance travel and speak your philosophy. But then when it's opposing you, to take some time to breathe and assess. It's going to challenge you in your philosophy and your spirituality. Do you walk your talk? If you are sun or rising in Capricorn, this is going to be challenging for you because you want to plan, you want to know what the status is, you have to protect your reputation, you won't need to work, and Gemini is going to shake it all up. Gemini is going to go, let go of your structure. And so for Capricorn, there's an aspect of you that does love to play and be a trickster and be a prankster. Get into that more. Get into your sense of humor more, Capricorn. If you are sun or rising in Aquarius, you're going to absolutely love this. You're going to feel so stimulated. This is going to bring you into a whole new paradigm of community, of relationships. You're going to feel so supported. You're going to feel all the restrictions of Uranus and Taurus gone. You're going to feel so free-flowing. You're going to be so inspired. It's a great time for you. And if you are sun or rising in Pisces, it's going to be challenging for you because Pisces is square to Gemini. They're both mutables, but two different expressions. So Pisces, you may feel like the whole world is completely turned upside down. A huge tidal wave came into your ocean. So this is a time for you to relax and allow the ocean tides to come in and out as they do, to breathe more, and to do your best to go with the flow of Uranus and Gemini's change. So that's just a tiny assessment of all the 12 archetypes. And I'm excited for Uranus and Gemini. Being a Gemini sun myself, I'm very excited for it. But the bifurcation that has come in 0 degrees of Uranus and Gemini, because it's most strong in the very first degree, 0, and in the very last 29 degrees of any sign. It has been such a huge split starting July 7th. In my dreams, it's about taking two different paths. You can take the left path, which is the feminine path, the path of receiving, the path of the divine feminine. You can take the right path, which a lot of people have taken, which is going down the patriarchal road, which is what we are completing, what we're folding right now. And from what I've been shown, the right path is very tumultuous. The left path is bringing us back to earth. Yes, we're still using technology, but we are using it in balance with the organic timeline of earth. I took the organic timeline. Let me know in the comments what timeline you choose. Do you choose the left path, the divine feminine, or do you choose the right path, the path of the patriarchy? I don't think there's any path that are right or wrong. It's just about experience. What path do you want to experience? Let me know in the comments which path that you've chosen, and maybe you'll change your mind. We touched on this a little bit in the quantum healing webinar. We went through Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. And yeah, that was all of them. We went through all 4 of them, the generational planets, the outer planets, and it was really insightful and really powerful. So if you would like to know how the outer planets changing affect you, you can go to my website, sonyawilderwellness.com, and you can send me a DM to request an energy healing session. I will go through astrology. I do astrology consultations through the energy healing sessions. And I'm also open to give a BQH session as well. I have session open times for July into August. Sometimes have opened then. So I hope this was helpful. It's a lot of shifts. Oh, I hear a light language. transmission coming in. Be open to receive the light language transmission. Open up your heart. Take some deep breaths. Take another deep breath. Ekia sara atu shukura ia na ara ke e. A hashikura ujo tra ia nyara e hesia akara ia ania satira a. E shikara atu ushukura oto ia ani e sa eke e sha ata e tak ini ekia atia a. Uya tarate uchuturu ukuru hujuya yaniata e. Ayatiara tujutu hukuya niara e ao. Osho tare e setere ekia atare e hunukuru utu uturu tu jukuru uturu jukuru uturu jukuru. Ahatnya asate e arate e she ere iki e ara e. Saparata tira ukuru uturi kikira ata ia rasukuru uturu ukuru uteri ata ia akara iti ijuturu ukuru utu 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 utu. Sata e shete e ka e asa e ate a aki e. Oh yeah yo 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 yeah 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 duru yo yo yeah 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 new yeah 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 yo yo yeah 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 you I hea ate e ka e aha ia sha ia ato oya ate a oko o oya ata ish it iki a aya iniara de Uno joti ea haya ke ea sa e ara de ea. Take a deep breath. Please drink living water, structured water, water that's had ionic minerals added in it if it's filtered from receiving the light language transmission. It's an activation of your dormant crystalline DNA, and it will also activate your own light language. So let me know if that happens for you from listening to the transmission. And listen to this recording through YouTube, through socials a couple of times over the next couple of days for a deeper activation and a deeper level of conscious awareness. That's what it's for. Thank you so much for tuning into this. I really appreciate you. And I will announce August's quantum healing webinar at the very beginning of August. If you would like the very first announcement, you can go to my website. It's in the description box below, and sign up for my free once a month only newsletter where I announce that and more of what's going on with my work. I also, one other thing, I have had a name change through the June solstice gateway. I experienced a very profound experience of walking into a parallel timeline and meeting myself in a parallel timeline. And I was given a new name, which I was told from probably about 2014, the year 2014, that a new name would be coming on board for me. And it has, it's on my website. I'm transitioning. So the new name is Siona. Some people will pronounce it Siona, and that's fine too. It's S-Y-O-N-A. It's literally the O and the Y in Sonya reversed. It's fascinating. I will share in a vlog probably before the end of July that story. It was an amazing experience. So I'm in a transition into a new name and a new name for my business as well. It will be slow and it will happen eventually. So thank you. May you have a wonderful moment wherever you're at in the world.